Everyone, welcome Cicero Group founder and chairman, Randy Shumway.
Now don't you understand that I'm never changing who I am?
What an absolute privilege for me to be here speaking with each of you today. As Cicero continues to expand across the globe as one of the world's best management consulting companies, we are firmly committed to our corporate headquarters right here in Salt Lake City. What an honor to work with so many of these incredible organizations that are represented here today. Last year, Silicon Slopes asked us to conduct a study to understand what their organizations could do to attract the very strongest talent from anywhere. This year, that study has evolved. Now that you have them, how do you keep them? Utah has a well-earned reputation as the #1 economy in the country, as the second best place to live and to work, and is one of the fastest growing economies and best places for business. But as we all know, to stay the best, we have to constantly innovate and improve. So Cicero collected 250,000 data points from 1,000 employees within the Silicon Slopes community. And what we learned surprised us. Most organizations would say that the #1 asset is their team. And 2/3 of their team members would be willing to take a call for an alternative job offer. We asked these employees why. Way too much research to condense into 5 minutes. So let me focus on just 2. Compensation and culture. First, let's talk about the macroeconomic forces that are creating foundational unease. Most employees believe that we are flirting with a triple threat of increasingly precarious labor market, rising prices, and shrinking economic activity. This anxiety is exasperated by the fact that average monthly costs for a Utah household has increased almost $1,000. These economic headwinds are part of the reason 4 out of 5 employees would consider the same role at a different organization simply to increase salary or benefits. Now, the good news. Our research shows that the best way to combat the feelings of uncertainty and to prevent employees from even considering departure is to confidently and proactively ensure your organization's compensation is truly competitive. Now let me double click on that for a minute. This is not to suggest that all you need to do is respond to a competitive offer. It's a lot more than that. It's about having a defined, consistent process and broadcasting that throughout the organization to constantly evaluate the market, to assess an individual's contribution, to engage in a feedback loop with that employee, and then independent of them seeking external offers for your organization to consistently accelerate their compensation to align with their increased compensation. This creates stability and predictability, something desperately yearned for during these times of economic unease. It allows your employees to simply put their head down ensure that we're delivering the highest quality work for our customers because they know that their employer is out in front, ensuring that their compensation is fair. Next, company culture is the second most frequently mentioned reason for leaving a company. This holds true regardless of age, gender, or salary. And the longer the employee is with the organization, the more likely it's culture why they ultimately leave. For those who are unwilling to leave, 90% are satisfied with company culture. Satisfaction with company culture is strongly tied to an employee's willingness to leave, particularly for women and non-white groups. Two audiences that most of us are striving to highly prioritize. Please remember that improving company culture is not as easy as writing a fatter payroll check or buying another ping pong table or sponsoring a bigger retreat. Culture comes from a community that rallies around a common purpose. It is about employees having friends at work who support and help them. It's each employee knowing that they matter, that they're listened to, and that they're appreciated. Company culture is how a team solves a problem when the leader is not around. And for this generation, it's about impact. They want to make a difference. The data I've shared today is just a quick glimpse of the deep research that's been provided to Silicon Slopes. You can learn more by following Silicon Slopes' social media channel or by following Cicero Group on LinkedIn. Thank you and have a great afternoon.